Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the 2024 Men's Soccer Senior Day. Prior to today's start of the match against the University of Bridgeport, we will honor our 8 seniors, starting with our first senior, who has been part of the program for 3 seasons, playing in 51 games and making 51 career starts entering the day. In his 3 seasons with the team, the senior has won CACC Defensive Player of the Year, was named First Team All-Conference, CCA All-East Region First Team, CSC Academic All-District, CACC All-Academic, D2 CCA All-American Third Team, and USC All-East Region First Team. He enters the day having played 4,132 minutes, tacking on 3 assists offensively, including 2 this season. From Stockholm, Sweden, defender number 5, Felix Nassen. Our second senior is also a 3-year member of the program, having played in 55 matches and made 51 starts entering the day. In his first season with the team, he was named CACC Second Team All-Conference, scoring 6 goals and registering 5 assists for 17 total points that year. Last year, he was named to the CACC All-Academic Team. In his career, he has scored 11 goals, adding 12 assists and totaling 34 points entering the day. From Maia Porto, Portugal, forward number 7, Francisco Sosa. Our third senior is in his second year with the program, joining last year and playing a majority of the season before having it cut short due to injury. In 15 games so far this year, the senior has come back to score a career-high 3 goals and has a career-high 3 assists for a total of 9 points while playing in 1,034 minutes. On September 9th, he was named CACC Player of the Week after scoring goals in back-to-back matches to start the season and enters the day having played 2,134 career minutes. From Puglia, Italy, midfielder number 10, Luca Dettoli. Our fourth senior came to the program last season, appearing in 8 matches off the bench for a total of 186 minutes before entering the year, starting in half of the team's 16 matches so far. This senior has a career-high 11 shots overall and 8 shots on the goal this season, as well as played in 921 minutes entering the day. From Bad Homburg, Germany, midfielder number 16, Simon Hemmler. Our fifth senior has been a part of the program for 4 years now, seeing an increasing role with each passing season. After playing a combined 9 games in his first 2 seasons, this senior has appeared in 27 matches over the back half of his career and started in 13 of them. This season against Dominican, he recorded his first collegiate assist and point and enters the day having played 1,175 minutes for the Eagles. From Gaborone, Botswana, midfielder number 17, Nathan Tau. Our sixth senior has been a part of the program for 3 seasons overall, playing in 2 of the last 3, after starting 2 matches in 2022 while playing a total of 16 for 413 minutes. This senior came back this year to once again play in 16 matches, but start 9 of them, and entering the day has a total of 916 minutes. He recorded his first collegiate assist and point on September 21st at Wilmington University and has played in 32 matches overall while seeing 1,329 minutes of action. From Santiago, Chile, midfielder number 18, Diego Silva. Our 7th senior came to Post University this fall as a graduate student and scored his first goal as an Eagle at home against Bloomfield College on October 8th. In 14 games this season, the senior has started 10 matches, scoring 3 goals, including goals in back-to-back matches entering the day, and totaling 3 assists over the course of 928 minutes. From Coimbra, Portugal, midfielder number 20, Luis Rodriguez. And our final senior is also in his first season with Post University, transferring in from Central Christian College of Kansas this fall. Appearing in 15 games this season and making 10 starts for a total of 995 minutes, this senior has been part of a defense that has pitched 7 shutouts in 16 matches so far. From Trapani, Italy, defender number 22, Riccardo Di Vincenzo. Post University would like to thank our seniors for all their hard work and dedication to the men's soccer program throughout their time here at the institution and wish them well in their next chapter.
On a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon, we welcome you to Lemoy Field here in Waterbury, Connecticut, on the campus here at Post University for the 16th and final chapter of the 2024 regular season here for the Post men's soccer team as they host University of Bridgeport again on this gorgeous Wednesday afternoon here in the beginning of November. And with that, we say hello and welcome upstairs inside to the broadcast booth. Griffin Castle on hand, so glad you're with us. Here on this Wednesday afternoon, Post coming into this one as the number 1 seed in the CACC with their final regular season match about to commence. And for Bridgeport, the number 5 seed in the CACC. Both of these teams, they've locked up a spot in the 2024 CACC tournament. The Eagles can control their own destiny here today with a win. They would lock up the number 1 seed. Bridgeport, they are in a tussle match for that 5 seed. They are tied with Wilmington in points at 19 on the year. Bridgeport coming to this one at 7-6-3 overall. Eagles 9-4-3 overall. Post 7-1-2 in the CACC. Bridgeport is 6-3-1 in the CACC. Again, final matchup of the regular season here for the Eagles, the 5-time defending conference champions, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title here in 2024. Started this season off to a little bit of a slow start, 1-2-1 to start, but they have been red hot ever since then. They've had 7 shutouts in 15 matchups, as that leads us to looking at our goalkeepers here today for the Eagles. Ricardo Moreno in nets, as he has been for the majority of the season for the Eagles. Taking a look at his numbers on the year, 13 games played, save percentage of 79.3. He's made 46 saves and allowed 12 in the back of the net. Keeper here for University of Bridgeport, graduate student from France, Gianni Provincial. Purple Knights, they are in the purple uniforms. And the Eagles, they are in the white uniforms. We're ready to rock and roll here at Lemoy Field. Purple Knights, they will start with possession. Also senior day here for the Eagles, honoring 8 seniors. Luca Dottoli, Luis Rodriguez, Francisco Sosa, Felix Nasson, Diego Silva, Nathan Tao, Simon Hemler, and Ricardo DiVincenzo. Those are the 8 seniors that were honored pregame here at Lemoy Field. Quarterfinals of the CACC tournament will be on Sunday the 10th. Eagles surely will be hosting that quarterfinal matchup. We're off and running here at Lemoy Field. 11th all-time matchup between the Eagles and the Purple Knights as DiVincenzo kicks that one out of play. Eagles 3-5-2 all-time against the Purple Knights. Last matchup came on November 12th, 2023 in Bridgeport, where the Eagles won 3-1. Both of these teams, they both played on Saturday. Eagles had a cruising victory against Chestnut Hill here at home, winning 3-0. On a 3-game winning streak are the Eagles. Again, they've gotten hot here at the right time, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title on an unprecedented run here in the CACC. 15 matches thus far this season, 7-1-2 in conference, 9-4-3 overall. Looking to close things out the right way and close the regular season out on a 4-game winning streak. And for Bridgeport, they got absolutely smoked against Wilmington on Saturday, losing 6-1 on their senior day. Looking to avenge things here, and you saw pregame, you could hear the urgency, you could hear the intensity that they are coming into this match with. They know that they got to shift the tides here and come up with a better performance here today against the Eagles. Again, playoff seeding implications here for the final matchup of the year for both of these teams. Just recapping it, Eagles currently the number 1 seed in the CACC. Georgian Court, who they defeated 2 games ago, 4-1 on the 26th of October, is 2 points behind them at 21 points. Eagles 23 points. Georgian Court 7-3 in the CACC. Again, like I mentioned, Eagles 7-1-2 in conference. And Bridgeport and Wilmington are tied for that 5th spot in the CACC. Well, Bridgeport currently holds it with a better overall record of 7-6-3. but they have identical conference records at 6-3-1 and tied up with 19 points. As there's a nice kick and a takeaway there from Hemler. Simon Hemler here on his senior day looks across one and a beautiful tackle made by number 6 in purple. That's Noah Boulevard, the graduate defender from France, and a nice clear here from Bridgeport. Alex Tan looking to run, turns it over. Santiago Palacios back in the starting lineup here today. Head coach for the Eagles, Ted Haley, in his 20th season. Peter DeKnight, head coach for the Purple Knights in his 9th year. Two veteran coaches here squaring off in this final matchup of the regular season. Playoff start this upcoming weekend should be fun. Eagles, again, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title. As Hemler with a nice cross and the clear there from Boulevard out of play. Eagles here at Lemoy Field this season, 3-1-2. Against conference opponents here at home, they haven't lost, 3-0-2. Bridgeport 3-3-1 on the road this year. Lucas Glade taps it back here to DiVincenzo. Go back to Moreno. Eagles 25 goals on the year. Their opponents have scored 23, 24 assists. The Eagles have totaled opponents 20 points, 74 to 66. Eagles with 74 points on the year. Again, on a 3-game winning streak are the Eagles. Since October 5th, they are 6-1. Again, they started the year 1-2-1 in the first 4 games, where they have figured things out here as the season has progressed, similar to last year. Talking with a bunch of these players at the end of some games and some post-game interviews, they said that resilience is a big characteristic of this team, and we've seen it play out here in their schedule. Again, didn't start the year on the right foot, got it together quickly. Diego Silva on his senior day. Taps it back here, DiVincenzo. Eagles last year 13-2-6. Overall 9-0-2 in CACC play. Last year Bridgeport 10-7-3. Overall 7-3-1 in CACC play. So with a win here today for Bridgeport, they would equal their CACC record from last year. Again, Eagles can control the number 1 spot in the CACC with a win here today. If they lose, we'll see what happens with the other scores happening in the conference. There's a turnover, and an offsides is called on Mark Byart. Standout freshman here for the Eagles, leading them in points. We'll tied for points at 11 with Len Fliss. Provincia with a goal kick here. He's got Boulevard on his right, and it looks like he wants to send it downfield. Little over 6 minutes gone here in this first half. Again, so glad you're with us. Beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in Waterbury, Connecticut. Temperatures in the mid to high 70s. A slight breeze. Can't believe it is November here. It feels like it's September. As that one's going to sail out of play, it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles on the far side. Eagles looking to break it up on that far sideline. Palacios in a straitjacket. And a nice play made by number 2, Bruno Kakurs. Eagles throwing far side. Nice cross, and it goes in! Eagles off with a free kick, strike first.
That's fine, boys. That's fine. Come on. Come on, Bruno. It's okay, bro. Bruno, that's fine, Bruno. Keep our hands up, boy. Don't worry about it.
Eagles get the early goal and lead 1-0 with 37-14 remaining here in the first half. Off for the free kick. Didn't see who scored that, but we'll get that for you in just a moment. Hemler the header. DiVincenzo has got Moreno, and he kicks it over to Nassen. Ricardo Moreno is like, I got it. I can just scoop it up. Under 37 minutes remaining in this first half. Eagles with a quick lead here, 1-0. Trying to extend their winning streak to 4 and go 7-1 in their last 8 games. Final matchup of the regular season here in 2024. Bayard tracks it down near corner, crosses it, gets it back. Bayard has got Sosa right behind him. Sosa guarded closely, got the step, feeds it. Hemler crosses, give and go. Sosa. Boulevard hits it ahead. Enzo Beatrix shares it. Nice feed ahead, looking for Lucas Sosa in a foot race, and Nassen clears it out and tracks it down on the far side. Nassen kicks it ahead, looking for Dottoli. Eagles throwing far side. Glade tops it back. Suso is right there for the Purple Knights, and it'll go back to Moreno, and they'll outlet it here to DiVincenzo. Little over 10 minutes gone here in this first half. Glad you're with us here on this gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. Final regular season matchup here in 2024 CACC men's soccer. Eagles 9-4-3 overall, the number 1 seed in the CACC, 7-1-2 in conference. Bridgeport, number 5 seed in conference. Both teams have locked up a playoff position. Nice tackle there from LaRue. And Sousa right here hounded and kicked out of play. Last touch, Sousa. Ahead, Tan, back to Sousa, fires. And Sousa looking for a foul as Rodriguez got right into the action there and got involved, and Alex Tan and Luca Dottoli having a conversation here as Sousa was not happy after he hit the deck. So it'll be a corner here for Bridgeport, their first corner of the match. Beatrix will take it. Beatrix bends it in to the middle, and it's slapped out. Moreno with an athletic play for the Eagles. Eagles coaching staff telling the squad to press up. It goes back here to Provincial. Good, Eagles throw in here on the near side. Hemmler. Sosa, pushed, foul. Again, partly cloudy, beautiful Wednesday afternoon here. Temperatures in the mid to high 70s, slight breeze. Gorgeous day for soccer here in the beginning of November. Feels like a nice September day here. Totoli looks for the give and go there with Rodriguez. And Eagles able to move it up with some momentum here. Palacios looking to cross. Feeds it. Totoli taps it. Glade. Nice ball movement. Broken up. Rodriguez up top. DiVincenzo. Long ball. Looking for Hemmler. Has got Hemmler. Hemmler. And Provencio secures for Bridgeport. 31-20 remaining in this first half. Eagles 1. Purple Knights 0. Shockers hits the brakes. Feeds it. Beatrice. Beatrix looking to fire. He will. And off right. Good look there from Enzo Beatrix, who's been a force for this Bridgeport team offensively this year. He's got 6 goals. And we'll get another Purple Knights corner here, this time in the near corner. Moreno slaps it out. By Art. Sousa is right there. Drew. Ahead. Headed. Palacios. And he's fouled. Shockers commits the foul for Bridgeport. 15 minutes gone here in this first half. A 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Eagles have 1 shot on goal. Bridgeport has 0. Hemmler taps it back. DiVincenzo has got Glade. Glade has got Hemmler. Nice pressure here. Oh, nice maneuver there for the Eagles. Sosa on his senior day shares at Palacios' far side. The Eagles playing a little keep away here with 29.5 to play in this first half. An 11th all-time matchup between these two programs. Eagles have won 3, lost 5, and tied 2 against the Purple Knights. They've won the last 2 matchups. Both of those matchups coming in 2023. And the last matchup they had was on the 12th of 2023. That was the CACC Championship, where the Eagles won 3-1. So these two teams, a lot of history here in this one. First meeting here in 2024. First meeting since that conference championship last fall. Bridgeport defeated in the 3-6 matchup Caldwell 8-2 in the tournament last year. 4-1 against Georgian Court in the semifinals, and then again losing 3-1 to Post in the championship. Bayard tries to cut it to the middle. Eagles wanting a foul. And they get it. Bayard down on the deck. Clock stopped at 27:39 to play in this first half. Athletic training staff going to walk out onto the field and attend to the freshmen. Bayard, 4 goals, 3 assists, 11 points on the year. In addition to the 5-time defending champions, post-university Eagles from Spain, a freshman. Big part of what the Eagles have done here this year, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title. So Bayard is up and walking on his feet, which is a great sign for the Eagles. Might get a substitution here. Looks like Len Fliss, Marcus Botunga getting set to possibly sub in. Marcus Botunga, he started to begin the year, had an injury, was out for a number of games, and be a substitution in here for Bayard. Botunga on the year with 7 points. He's played in 10 games. This will be his 11th. 2 goals, 3 assists. Eagles free kick, shot, and a score! 2-0 Eagles. Totoli with the shot and the score gives Ted Haley a hug. And now gets mobbed by his teammates. Totoli's 4th goal on the season, and the Eagles off to an auspicious start here to begin this one. Eagles looking for their 8th shutout of the season. 27:38 remaining in this first half. A 2-0 lead for the Eagles. Beatrix shares it. Sean Ryan gets it back and goes back to the backs. Boulevard up ahead. Tan taps it back. Driu. Nasson with an incredible box out and lets it go out of play. Len Fliss again, who is tied for point for number 1 with points on the year, getting set to sub in here for the Eagles. 15th game Fliss has appeared in. He'll sub out Rodriguez. Fliss leads the team in goals with 5 on the year. He's got 1 assist, so 11 points for the 6'3" freshman from Germany. Goal kick here, Moreno. Strong kick downfield. Sails out of play. And final chapter of the 2024 regular season here for the Eagles. CACC Championship rematch. Eagles and Purple Knights. Eagles won on November 12th, 2023, 3-1 to capture their 5th consecutive CACC title last fall. And they're off to an excellent start here against the Purple Knights in the championship rematch, leading 2-0 with 25:45 remaining in this first half. Sosa cuts it to the middle, shares it. Botungi surveying, feeding Silva. Palacios taps it. Silva has got DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the long ball, looking for Glade. He's got it to him. Glade crosses. Sosa fires. And Fliss, what a save! Provincial, last line of defense. Ted Haley not too pleased with the Eagles there. Could have had their third goal of the first half. And a sensational one-handed save from Provincial. Has not had a strong start here in this one, but he kind of redeems himself with that one, saving a goal. Handball, Eagles. Sousa. Cross. Dottoli, header, collision. Nelson clears. Fliss taps it. Sosa has got numbers here. Botungi's to his left. Sosa cuts it to the middle. Has got Glade now on the far side. Back to Sosa for the give and go. Sosa shoots and scores. "3-0 Eagles. Dominating start here in the first half. It is all post. Sosa with his third goal on the year. And the Eagles off to a dominant start here to begin this first half, leading 3-0 with 24:10 remaining in the first half. So everything that could have gone right for the Eagles, except for the Mark Bayard injury, has gone right in this first half. Looking to lock up that number 1 seed, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC championship. Final game of the regular season. 16th matchup for the Eagles. 9-4-3 coming into this one, 7-1-2 in CACC play. And off to a 3-0 start here against the Purple Knights, a team that they beat in the CACC championship last fall. Tan crosses. Moreno catches it. And a foul is called on Shockers. Excuse me, Soren LaRue, pardon me. Clock stop, 23-27 in this first half. DiVincenzo up ahead, pass intercepted Boulevard, but Fliss has got it momentarily. Fliss bulldozing and feeding to Glade. Sosa just had the previous goal, and nice hustle there from Brad Thomas, taking it away and feeding to Provincial. Eagles have figured things out here in 2024 with this new squad. 1-2-1 to start the year. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They've won 6 of their last 7 matchups. 6-1 since October 5th. And this is the time to get hot. In the month of October, they have done that, and they are looking very dangerous heading into the CACC tournaments, eyeing, again, their 6th consecutive conference title. DiVincenzo. Purple Knights sideline telling the team on the field to press up. They do not. Palacios ahead. Fliss deflected out of play by a Purple Knight. Diego Righe, number 15 for the Eagles, getting set to sub in. Nice takeaway. LaRue, the theft. LaRue looks to turn the corner. Double comes. LaRue, cross. No one's there but Moreno to catch it and secure the ball. Get a couple of Bridgeport substitutions getting set to sub in. So we'll get 3 substitutions coming in here for the Purple Knights. Jacob Reinhard subbing in. Ali El Mardenli subbing in. Calvin Pollock, the 3rd substitution here for Bridgeport, as we come up on 20 minutes to play in this first half. Bridgeport looking for some juice off of the bench here, some other reinforcements to try and chip into this deficit here, down 3-0, under 20 minutes to play in this first half. Eagles with as dominant of a first half here as you could possibly have. Just have thrown an all-out blitz here against Bridgeport. Foul committed against Botungi. Pollock, cross, deflected, Hemler. Hemler, I think we get a handball there called on Pollock. Moreno will set things up here for the Eagles, and he wants to send a long ball. Does so. Strong leg. Going all the way downfield. Diego Righe there for posts. Did a straight jacket. Shockers gets it to Provencial, and he kicks it up to the clouds here at midfield. Oh, nifty move there, DiVincenzo with some sauce. Hemler. Hit out of bounds there by Ali El Mardenli. And we'll get a substitution. Not just yet. Fabian Ernst getting set to sub in for the Eagles. Drew. Ahead to Shockers. And now worked over to the far side for Bridgeport. Trying to create something here offensively. In a big hole to start this one in a championship CACC rematch from a year ago, down 3-0. Eagles 3 shots on goal with 3 goals to show for it. And Moreno will let it roll. Has got it here. Moreno picks it up. 10 was tracking him. 17:45 remaining in this first half. Moreno rolls it out like he's trying to deliver a strike in bowling. Give and go. Glade. Multiple give and goes there. And it is intercepted by Boulevard. Purple Knights trying to move here offensively. Kozik crosses. Tan not able to keep it in play. Ernst subs in. Glade subs out. Ricky not able to keep it in play, and it'll be a Bridgeport throw in here near side. Shockers crosses one. Has got Thomas far side. Coming up on 16 minutes to play here in this first half. A 3-0 lead for the Eagles, dominating first half, off to a sensational start, looking for their 4th consecutive win. Beatrix trying to get it back, and Hemmler kicks it out of play. Third corner here of the first half for Bridgeport. Again, it is senior day as well for the Eagles, honoring 8 seniors. There's a nice cross to the back post. The header goes through the uprights. It's a field goal. Big goal kick here. Moreno wants his guys to go downfield and test out that strong leg of his. Moreno with a robust kick downfield going past midfield. Moreno's got to try out for the NFL, man. See if he could be a kicker. I know the Jets could use some help with their field goals. They Kozik the kick, the turnover. Hemmler the theft, and it'll go back here to Moreno. 14:45 remaining in this first half. All Eagles here in this first half of play. Leading 3-0. Looking for their 4th consecutive victory. Currently shutting out Bridgeport. They've pitched 7 shutouts in 15 matchups this season. Botungi, did he keep it in play? Yes, he did. What a play from Marcus Botungi, kicking it off of a Purple Knight out of play. And it'll be an Eagles goal kick substitution coming in here. So Matthias Millergrace subs in for Post. Only the 4th game that Millergrace has appeared in this season. A sophomore from Brazil. Millergrace taps it back. DiVincenzo. 13 and a half minutes remaining in this first half. Eagles a 3-0 lead. A win. They'll lock up that number 1 seed. Dangerous pass. Moreno saves the day and kicks it out of play. Charging in hard there was Jacob Reinhardt, the junior forward from Germany. And Ernst has got it here for Post. Palacios ahead. DeToli taps it up. Can Ernst track it down? No, he can't. Shockers kicks it out of play. Eagles throw in far side. Under 13 minutes remaining in this first half. Get a foul committed there by Bridgeport. Clock running. Eagles free kick. Had a free kick very early in the first half. Scored off of it. About from the same spot. Dottoli and Silva are there. Dottoli fires. Field goal is good. Goes over the crossbar, out of play. We're under 12 minutes to play in this first half. Bunch of different Eagles getting loose on that Eagles sideline, and what is kind of a blowout here in this first half. Push in the back there from Ernst, and a foul on the Eagles. Beatrix. Moreno shouting out what he's seeing from the box. Getting Eagles foul right there. Reinhard looks to cross. In that far corner is Reinhard. Kozik crosses and headed out there by DiVincenzo. Goes over here to the freshman Fliss, and he has got it taken away from Drew. Pollock, cross, header, out there by Miller Grace, goes to the far corner, Dottoli tracks it down, and kicks it off of his defender there, Kozik, and it goes out of play there, last touch by the Purple Knights, 10:25 to play in this first half. Moreno will test out that powerful leg. Sending the troops downfield. Beautiful kick. Botungi shares it. Miller Grace. Botungi wanted to give and go there. Didn't get it. Coming up on 9 minutes to play in this first half. Moreno clears. Didn't get enough power on that one. Definitely could have kicked it farther. Pollock. Drew. Beatrix. Kozik the cross. Deflected by DiVincenzo. Palacios the header out of the box. We're under 9 to play in this first half. Boulevard. Drew. Fliss deflects it out of play there. Nice defense there from the freshman. Dottoli, takeaway. Dottoli, momentum, doubled. Dottoli goes out of play off of the Purple Knights. Dottoli's got a goal here in this one on his senior day. Graduate student from Italy. Ernst tries to turn that corner and works it back here to number 10 in white. Dottoli. Cross. Botungi off of the cut. Righe. Nice defense there from Pollock. Takes it away. Boulevard gets it back to the keeper. Nice pressure here from the Eagles. Pollock bursts of speed. Near side. Cross. Deflected. Gets it back. Under 7 to play here in this first half. Nelson read the passing lane and intercepts and kicks it downfield. provide some pressure. Provencio way out of the 18-yard box. Tan. Momentum. Tan cuts it to the middle. And nice clear there from Mila Grace. Under 6 to play in the first half. 3-0 lead for the number 1 seed in the CACC, the Post University Eagles, 5-time defending conference champions. And looking very dangerous to get that 6th consecutive title. Tan pushed in the back. Bridgeport wanted a foul. They don't get it. Looked like marginal contact there, the official says. Drew tried the shake and bake move there on Ernst, trying to lose him. Ernst on his tail. And sliding out and making the grab there is Moreno. Spin cycle move there from Dottoli, twirling, running upfield, fouled. Coming up on the final minutes of this first half. Glad you're with us here. Beautiful Wednesday afternoon, early November. Last matchup of the regular season here in the CACC and men's soccer. Playoffs will commence this weekend. Eagles with a win would lock up that number 1 seed. Bridgeport currently the number 5 seed in the CACC. Right behind them is Wilmington, who just beat Bridgeport on Saturday, 6-1. Both teams have 19 points, identical CACC records, but Bridgeport has a slightly better overall record and thus the 5th seed. Nice interception there from Drew. We're under 4 to play here in the first half. Tan, all sides. Bridgeport can't believe it. Officials trying to restore order. Bridgeport sideline incredulous, despondent over the offsides call. And Peter Donites, the head coach here in his 9th year, not happy at all with the line judge. Brendan Spackman, number 14 in white, getting set to sub on here. Appearing in his 9th game of the year, Silva will sub out. Eagles corner far side with 2:45 remaining in the first half. Peter Donite still frustrated at the offsides call. And Dottoli corner. The Eagles with a 3-goal lead, leading 3-0. Dottoli bends it into the far post. Spackman fields it. Two minutes to play, first half. Eagles, Purple Knights. Rematch of the 2023 CACC Championship. Eagles 5-time defending CACC champs. With a win here today would lock up the number 1 seed as this is the final regular season matchup. Spackman, tap ahead. Righi. Fliss looking to box out, and it is intercepted there by Bridgeport. Beatrix down the middle. Feed it, Lay Kozik. 85 seconds remaining in this first half. Pollock cuts it to the middle, nearly taken away, and a foul is called on Dottoli. Clock moving, coming up on 70 seconds to play in this first half.
Vai, Bruno! Vai, Bruno! Bruno!
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Free kick here. Beatrix will take it just outside of the 18-yard box as we come up on 40 seconds to play in this first half. Beatrix chips it. Moreno deflects it out of play. Bridgeport corner. 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Elmar Denley will not take it. Dreyu will take it. 22 seconds to play. 3-0 Eagles. 18, 17, 16. Dreyu fires off of the corner. Headed out. There by Botungi. 10 seconds to play.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the end of one half of play, it's your Coast University Eagles 3, the visiting University of Bridgeport Purple Knights 0.
Eagles will head to halftime in the final matchup of the season in control with a 3-0 lead as we have reached halftime here at Lemoy Field.
Kicking off our Women's Basketball 2024-25 Media Day with seniors Raquel Washington and Jaden Burns. Guys, you're the oldest players on the team now, believe it or not, and you're both in your 4th year. You guys came off the bench last year. Talk about that role a little bit, and then how valuable your experience is to a team of 13 newcomers.
I mean, coming off the bench last year, there's a lot of expectations that you get just being off the bench as a player in practice. But that's just as someone who goes hard in practice, who comes with a lot of energy. With having those expectations and coming into the new year with 13 new players, like, it's really that time to step up, prove who you are, prove your ability, prove that we're the oldest on the team now. I mean, I've been the youngest on the team for 3 years in a row. So now kind of being at that age and at that level where it's time to really be a role model for others is really important for me.
I can say I agree with Jaden. Definitely everything, bring energy, building off like what she said about filling the role model spot. Like, I've been here for a very long time, and I've watched the program grow, so I really have that opportunity to fill big shoes while setting the benchmark for 13 new players.
4 straight North Division titles. You guys have been here, I think, for 3 of them now. How does this team do it again this year, and what do you attribute that success to over the last 3 years to get those while you guys have been here to see it?
I say by just being one as on the court and off the court, because that's something that we need. Chemistry is something big, energy, and like having a level head. Like, each time we went to get that conference championship, like, we had a level head about it, but we can't lose our footing just to, okay, we have 4. Let's go get another one.
Yeah, I mean, I think people will think this year is like a rebuilding year. But granted, we have 13 new players, but I think this is the time to prove everyone that, granted, we are a very young team now, but this is the time to really push, prove to other people that it doesn't matter our age, doesn't matter how many new players we may have, how many transfers we have, to reach, like I said, those expectations that we have of previous years of winning and kind of having that same standard now.
And even with the 13 newcomers, you guys have 7 Division I transfers coming in too.
Yeah.
What's it been like getting these new players on the team? How have they kind of meshed together? I know when we're recording this, it's only September, but in the early days, how has it been working with all these players?
Yeah, I mean, very early days. We just had our first team practice a little while ago, and you can feel the energy. You can feel, like, the energy when it comes to just learning new things, kind of adapting to new things. And like I said, as the returners, we have those expectations of being like, this is what it is. Let's get everybody on board. Chemistry seems to be very well. We're a team full of energy, so I think we're all just really excited of meshing well and continuing that process throughout the year.
Yeah, and then finally, what do you guys think this team can do this year? Obviously, you've had a lot of success in the past, but we're still chasing that elusive first CACC championship. Yeah. What do you guys think this team can do this year?
I think this team is going to go far. Like, we have goals of going possibly to the Elite Eight. We all know what we want to do. We all know we want to win. We all know we want to end the season with a ring. So we know the expectations. We know the goals. We know the standard. Coach is very well at taking it one game at a time, but we know what it is and what it takes to win. But I think we're going to go far. That's me.
I agree. Like, I have so much faith in this team. Like, even the team is excited. Like, that's all we talk about every time we're in the locker room. And even on the court or in the lunchroom, like, we're very excited to get farther than what this team has been already. So
we're here with newcomers to the team, Jackie Russell and Emma Carmen. First, Jackie, state champion here in Connecticut, 1,000-point scorer. How do you hope to get that success from high school and translate it to the college level?
I definitely think that where my game's going to translate the most is on the defensive end of the floor. And then, honestly, a lot of it just comes from contributing energy and just overall getting the team to build that chemistry together. Alongside then, obviously, I got recruited for shooting. So I'm hoping to have a great shooting year this year.
Then, Emma, you came from Quinnipiac. You're a sophomore on this team. You also, in high school, had 4 Shoreby North Division championships. But coming from Quinnipiac, what do you hope to contribute to this team?
Really for me, it's just being that gritty player, working hard, getting rebounds, and hopefully getting some threes in this year. I'm also very versatile, so I like to step out depending on who's guarding me. Yeah.
And then, Jackie, what's it been like in your first few weeks here at Post, your first time in college? I know, Emma, you were at Quinnipiac last year, obviously, but what's it been like coming to Post for the first few weeks?
I've honestly really enjoyed it because I've come from a small town myself, so it kind of has the same feel here, and everything, as they say, Post makes it personal. You really get to know everybody and make a ton of friends, and the girls on the team this year have just been amazing and already are becoming my best friends. And yeah, Post has done a great job welcoming everyone and making sure you have everything you need, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
And then, Emma, obviously, you've been welcomed from the team from Quinnipiac. You're one of 13 newcomers, 7 Division I transfers. How has this team kind of welcomed you to the squad?
I mean, it's really just been about bonding. We got along right away. I would say we're all best friends, and for me, it was a really easy changeover because they made it so great and they're so welcoming.
And for both of you, what do you think this team can do this year? 4 straight North Division championships, if you didn't know that, but they haven't won a CACC championship yet or made an NCAA tournament. A lot of nationally ranked talent in this conference, but what can this team do this year, do you think?
I definitely think we're going to go very far, and obviously the end of the year goal is to get a ring, but even making it through to the Elite Eight, and maybe we can make some history at this school, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, we had our first practice the other day, and we just looked great together. I mean, the energy was great, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
We're here with Naj White, returning for her second year with the Post program. Naj, you're one of the newcomers last year, transitioning from Division III Mitchell. You were also at Southern Connecticut for a little while, but what was the transition like coming back from Mitchell up to Post?
It was kind of easy on my end. Basketball is like first nature for me, first love, so it's like kind of just getting back into like the groove of things, and the going from Division III, which is kind of serious but not as serious as Division II. So coming here was a little bit more like urgent to, pick everything back up and get back to speed with the competition.
Talk a little bit about what your role was coming on to Courtney Burns' squad last year in her first year, which you were coached by her down at Mitchell. What your role was last year, what your role is going to be, do you feel like this year, being one of the only 3 returners on this team?
My role coming here was pretty much to just try to get everybody else on board with coaches like game plan and style of play, the lock left defense and stuff like that. So just getting everybody on board, and then also being a leader on the court. So.
And then lastly, what do you think this team can do this year? Obviously, like I said, only 3 returners, 13 newcomers, but what do you think this team is capable of?
I think we can go really far. I personally want to win a national championship. I know the rest of the girls want to as well. So it's kind of just being dogs together and just figuring it out. But the goal is a national championship and to win conference. So that's where we are now.
We're here wrapping up our Women's Basketball Media Day for the 2024-25 season, joined by second-year head coach Courtney Burns. Courtney, what was it like in year 1 transitioning from Division III Mitchell up to Division II Post here?
I was really excited for the opportunity. Of course, Post Women's Basketball's had a lot of success prior. I think Coach Plefka did a great job. I think one of the big things for me coming in was being able to really instill all our culture, but also respect the culture before from the success that they had. I was very fortunate to have some returners that really just bought into our culture and the changes that we were looking to do while keep the success that they've had here, and it made my transition a lot easier, and it ended up being a great year for us. And so, for that first year for me coming in from D3 to D2, love the opportunity to be able to work with our players in the preseason, which I think was big, really instilling that culture as we were heading to the season. And, I just can't be thankful enough for the returners that we had that were able to kind of make that transition with me.
And then here at the Drubner Center, you had a lot of success last year, 11-2. You lost to nationally ranked Assumption and lost in the CACC tournament to Golden Beacon. Only 2 losses, though. Is there something about playing here at the Drubner Center that just brings out the best in your team?
Yeah, I think everyone hates playing at the Drubner Center. It definitely gives us a home court advantage, especially for our style, that up-tempo, aggressive defense, being able to pressure in the full court. I think other teams feel crammed when they're in here. So us being able to practice here every day and, run our style, run our system, bodes very well for us and gives us definitely a home court advantage. And we're looking forward to even taking our defense to the next level this upcoming season and, really just cause some chaos. I think being able to learn from the men's team as well, just the way they play so chaos and speed teams up. And, I think our gym bodes very well for that. And obviously the fan support helps also, having them pretty much almost on top of the court. I think it can create some uneasiness in opponents, especially in some close game scenarios.
Talk about what it was like going into this offseason. Only had 3 returners. A lot of your guys were newbies coming in. You've got 13 now. So what was it like retooling and recruiting for this season, knowing that, and getting 7 Division I players out of it, too?
Yeah, so we knew it was going to be almost a complete rebuild just with the amount of players we had graduating the previous year. And our focus going into it with myself and my staff was we kind of wanted to divide up the class. So we were looking at 5 to 6 freshmen, 5 to 6 transfers. We were really excited about our freshman class coming in. We really started a little bit late in the recruiting process. We were able to get out there in July and see some of the top talent in the area. And we were big on really finding players that, we kind of called dogs on defense, that were really going to buy into that philosophy, especially like we just talked about earlier with, the way our gym is and things along those lines. And, just really found players that want to be at post, that were bought in, and we're very excited about our freshman class. All of our commits were top in their position, and when we came to the offseason, we knew we were going to have to hit the portal. I think we did a little bit better in the portal than we had anticipated. Obviously, 7 Division I transfers is pretty good, and it's been great. A mixture of them, I've had relationships with in the past, whether I coached them in AAU or trained them, so that's been helpful in the recruiting process as well. But, finding players that, maybe just didn't find the right fit the first time around. And I think the environment here at Post, the camaraderie, not just within our team, but within the whole campus, really got the right kids for us here. And players that are looking for an opportunity, that are hungry for an opportunity, that want to come in and really elevate the program to the next level.
Obviously, you got 4 straight North Division regular season titles in the CACC, one of those under you, the other 3 under John Plefka. What do you think this team is capable of achieving this season? What do you think is the key to capturing that 5th straight title, but also making a run in the CACC, which has a lot of high-level teams?
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming back, you look at Jefferson, you look at Chestnut Hill, Holy Family. They've kind of run the top of the conference for a long time. We've been very fortunate to, capture those 5 titles, like you said. And I think last year, we played together and we were able to hide some of our deficiencies because we played together. And it's going to be similar this year. We have a lot of talent, and the big piece is going to be getting everybody to play together and play for something a little bit bigger than themselves. We have a young roster this year, so I think we went from the oldest team in the country to close to the youngest team in the country with the amount of freshmen, and most of our transfers besides one are sophomores. So we're going to have them for a little while, and I think we have the opportunity to win the first CACC championship underneath these guys' leadership, and with the goal of getting to the NCAA tournament and not just getting there and being happy with it, but making a run in the tournament as well.
Head coach Courtney Burns, 2nd year with the team. Post looking for their 5th straight CACC North Division title.
Time is over, and we welcome you back here to Lemoy Field for the start of the second half here in the 2023 CACC Championship rematch. Post University Eagles, University of Bridgeport's Purple Knights. Eagles with a dominating first half of play as they lead it 3-0 as we start this second half. Griffin Castle on hand, so glad you're with us here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Final matchup of the regular season here in CACC men's soccer. The Eagles on a 3-game winning streak, threatening to push that to 4 to end the regular season. They've won 6 of their last 7 matchups. Both of these teams, they've locked up a spot in the CACC tournament. Eagles with a win here today, they would lock up the number 1 seed. Bridgeport currently the number 5 seed in the CACC tournament. Eagles of the white uniforms, Purple Knights in the purple uniforms. Eagles will start with possession to begin this second half. It's also senior day here for the Eagles, honoring 8 seniors. Eagles with 7 shutouts and 15 matchups this season, and they're 45 minutes away from their 8th. Second half, we're underway here at Lemoy Field. Eagles with 5 shots on goal in that first half, cashing in on 3 of them. Picture perfect first half for the Eagles, and a wonderful sign marked by Art, freshman standout, who went down in that first half, starting here in the second half for Post. Came into this one tied for first on the team in points with Len Fliss. 2 freshmen, as a matter of fact, and very good sign to see him out on the pitch to start this second half. Bridgeport, they got to come out with a punch here in the first 10 to 15 minutes to make this thing interesting. It's been all Eagles in the first half. And Post, they started the year 1-2-1 in the first 4 games. But since then, they've figured things out. And they've won 6 of their last 7, threatening to make it 7 of their last 8 to end the regular season. 5-time defending CACC champs, Eagles, looking very dangerous to get their 6th consecutive conference title under Ted Haley in his 20th season. Eagles 9-4-3 overall on the year, 7-1-2 in conference. Bridgeport 7-6-3 overall and 6-3-1 in conference. Nice feed ahead. Beatrix. They Kozik cross to the back post. Header out of the box there by DiVincenzo on his senior day. Bridgeport coming off of their senior day on Saturday where they got smoked by Wilmington 6-1. That was a huge matchup for Wilmington to tie Bridgeport in points at 19. Eagles have not lost a conference game here at home this season, 3-0-2 against CACC opponents here at Lemoy Field in 2024. Bridgeport with it, far side. Alex Tan trying to get it to a teammate. Goes out of play there. Last touch by Glade. 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Eagles and Purple Knights. First time meeting here in 2024. First time they've met since the CACC Championship in 2023. Foul goes against the Eagles. Free kick here for Bridgeport, far side. Triu will take the free kick. Here's the whistle, fires, line drive, header. Hits the upright on the field goal post. Out of play. Moreno, goal kick here. Botungi. Glade fouled. Eagles, it's very interesting. Well, now they're at 28 goals on the year, but it's very interesting coming into this one. They've scored 25 goals on the year, allowed 23, and yet they only have 4 losses overall and only 1 loss in conference. Gutting out wins. Been the story here for the Eagles this season, eyeing their 6th consecutive conference title. Shockers. Feed ahead. John Luis. Didn't start in that first half, getting the start here in the second half. John Louis, not Luis. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. A 3-0 lead for Post. Would be their 4th consecutive win if they can hang on to this big lead. Tan. Fliss on his tail. And a clean play. And the Bridgeport sideline saying, "Are you serious?" to the official. Bridgeport hasn't been too happy with the officials here in this one. They had an offsides called on them in that first half that they thought was the wrong call. As Palacios looks to get the long ball here on the near side. Palacios can't keep it in play. Beatrix. Eagles pressing is what the coaching staff wants. Totally off for the pressure. Eagles swarming. Foul on Fliss. And the official telling the Bridgeport bench to quiet down. I think we're going to get a yellow here on Fliss. And yes, we are. First yellow of the contest. Clock stopped at 39:01 to play here in regulation. Palacios intercepts the pass. Totoli. LaRue making defenders miss. Pass ahead. Eagles quick to the ball. Totally clipped and falls to the turf. Nathan Tao on his senior day getting set to sub back in here for posts. He started here in this one. Did start in the second half. Under 38 minutes to play in the second half. Eagles free kick. Totally up off of the turf. We'll take it. Surveying, perusing the defense here, chips it. Palacios settles it down. Gets it back from Bayart. Palacios looking to cross. Does so, but it's deflected by Brad Thomas. The Eagles throw in near side. Botangi, Totoli, pushed in the back. Clear foul. So another Totoli free kick. Scored a goal in that first half, did the graduate student. Totoli chips it. Header, out of play. Last touch, Purple Knights. Eagles corner. Sosa will take it. Sosa usually takes the corners in that left corner. And we'll get a substitution here. Nathan Tao back in. Subbing out will be Fliss, who did not start in that first half. The freshman Fliss started here in the second half, and he'll head to the sideline. Sosa had a goal in that first half. His third of the year. Chips it. Totoli settles it down. Fires! Shot deflected out. Hugo Franceschi is the new keeper for Bridgeport. Looking at Franceschi's, no, we don't have his numbers available right now. So Sosa will take the corner. Six shots on goal here for posts. Cashed in on 3 of them. Bridgeport yet to get a shot on Moreno here. Another corner. Sosa, 35-30 remaining in the second half. Sosa to the near post. Headed out there by Kozik. Sosa. Shake and bake move. Feeding to Totoli. And we get a whistle and an offsides. It's called against post. Palacios closed out. Kozik is there. Botangi Trying to move it upfield. It'll go back to DiVincenzo. 34-10 remaining in the second half. Matias Milagres ahead. Tao taken away. Driu. 15 in purple. Has got LaRue. Back to Driu. Purple Knights trying to generate something here offensively. Eagles defense been stifling here throughout. Ray Kozik. Palacios on him. Thomas now. Nice movement here from Purple Knights. Can they carve in towards the box? LaRue. Boulevard. Shockers. Thomas. Beatrix. Long ball. Tan. Header. Reinhard. Can he get off a shot? Trying to cross one. Eagles. So much pressure defensively. And they'll move it up the field here. Tao. Can he stay on sides? Yes, he can. Tao. Feed. Sosa. The freedom of movement here for the Purple Knights offensively has been limited. Sosa tripped up, fouled. .32-25 remaining in this second half. Sosa outside of the 18-yard box. Low kick, kicked out of play by the Purple Knights. 3-0 lead for the Eagles. If you're just tuning in, got those 3 goals very quickly in the first half, around the first 20 minutes of it. And their defense has been superb here today. So much pressure. They have found their identity here at this part of the season, as this is a final game. They've won 6 of their last 7 meetings. Multiple Eagles on the sidelines getting loose, with 31:45 remaining in the second half. Can definitely see the desperation here for Bridgeport in the second half. Found themselves in a quick, deep hole to begin this thing, and there's still a ton of time left, but time is of the essence here. Need to just try and get one across to create something here, momentum-wise. Franceschi, Boulevard, tracked down by Tao. Again, the Eagles defense just not letting the Purple Knights go anywhere and get any sort of fluidity. Louis ahead. Tan tries to tap it to Reinhard, who will look to cross, but nobody's there except for Moreno. Totally draws a foul. Tan picks it up. And looking for an explanation from the official. Convincing first 60 minutes of play here by the Eagles, leading 3-0. Looking for their 4th consecutive victory, their 7th win in their last 8 meetings. Looking very dangerous as the regular season will end here today. Heading into the playoffs, looking for their 6th consecutive conference title. On an unheard of run here in the CACC under Ted Haley. It's just been remarkable. 5 consecutive conference championships. With turnover through each season. Guys graduate, some guys may transfer, but the dominance is still there in the last half decade and continuing here in 2024 with as good of a chance as anyone to win the conference title here this year. With a win here today, they lock up the number 1 seed. They've only lost 1 CACC matchup this season. That was at Caldwell on the 16th of October, where they lost in a nail-biter 2-1. They had back-to-back ties on the 28th of September at home against Holy Family 1-1, and then Felician on the 2nd of October 1-1 as well. Those are the two CACC ties that they've had this year. It was really that New Haven game in Hartford, Connecticut on the 17th of September that we saw a turnaround. That was kind of the turning point here for the Eagles. Again, they started the year 1-2-1. They had that New Haven game, won it against a very good UNH team, 1-0. Marcus Botungi had the lone goal. And then things just picked up after that. They beat Wilmington the following game 4-1. They lost a rough one against Gannon 4-0. And then they didn't lose for nearly a month, as we are under 28 minutes to play here in the second half. Eagles and Purple Knights, 7 shots on goal for Post, 0 still for the Purple Knights. Tan cuts it to the middle, feeds it. LaRue fires to the back post. Nobody is there. Palacios defends, and it's going to go out of play. Get a substitution coming in here. Diego Silva, one of 8 seniors being honored here on Senior Day for Post, will sub in. Started in the first half. Totoli will come out. Totoli with a goal here in this one. On the championship team last year that defeated Bridgeport in the CACC Championship 3-1 on November 12th, 2023. Playoffs start this upcoming weekend. All signs are pointing to the Eagles locking up that number 1 seed. They'll host that quarterfinal matchup on Sunday. Just depends who they play. Getting Eagles throwing far side. Miller Grace triggers it in. Beautiful cross. Excellent ball by Art. Looking to track it down. Does so. Defended by Lay Kozik. And the takeaway. Nice theft there from number 21 in purple, but by Art says, give me it right back. Shares it to the middle. Sosa. Shake and bake. Firing. Deflected out of play there from Thomas with 26:10 to play here in this second half. Again, Eagles corner kick here. By Art to the back post, headed out there by Thomas, but no, we get a foul on Botungi. Pass ahead, Tan controls it. Watched by Miller Grace, feeds it. LaRue crosses it. Header out there. I think Nasson got his head on it. Firing, shot is saved. And there's the first shot on goal here for the Purple Knights. Beatrix fired it. Moreno saved it. And we're coming up on 24 minutes to play here in regulation. Eagles a 3-0 lead in the final game of the regular season. Moreno kicks it up towards the sky, goes past midfield. Reinhardt gets it ahead, crosses deflected by DiVincenzo. Nice tackle there from Palacios, kicked out of play, touched last by the Purple Knights. Brendan Spackman, Fabian Ernst coming in here. Palacios hit the deck. Clock is running here, coming up on 23 minutes of play in regulation. Bayard, Glade, sub out. Clock is going to stop here at 23 minutes even, and Palacios is going to be attended to by the athletic training staff. Play resumes, under 23 minutes to play here in the second half. Louis taps it back to the backfield here. And LaRue hits it ahead. Tan settles it down. Excellent defense. It's been a theme here from the Eagles all game long. Stifling defense, and it's been suffocating. Oh, the ball hits the official. Gonna get a stoppage. Well, not a stoppage of play, just a reset here with the Purple Knights with possession. 7-1 shots on goal. Eagles lead at 3-0. Final game of the regular season here. Eagles looking for their 8th shutout of the season and their 4th consecutive win here to close things out in the 2024 regular season. A championship, CACC championship rematch here. Eagles and Purple Knights. Eagles defeated the Purple Knights 3-1 on November 12th, 2023 to secure their 5th consecutive title. Ricky, offsides. Coming up on 20 minutes of play in regulation. Ball goes to the far side. LaRue taps it back. Shockers ahead. Reinhard closed out there by Tao. And a nice defensive effort there by number 17. White, we're under 20 minutes of play in regulation. Things looking bleak here for the Purple Knights. Eagles threatening for an 8th shutout this season in 16 games. Pretty impressive. And a win here today will lock up the number 1 seed for Post. Beatrix crosses, deflected, Ricky. Get a Purple Knights corner. Beatrix will take it. Purple Knights still trying to break open the seal here, down 3-0. Clock stop 19:03. Play resumes. Corner. Moreno catches it and secures. Throws a fastball downfield, far side. Miller-Grace tracks it down. Ernst cutting to the middle. No rush and no urgency here for the Eagles, leading by 3 goals with 18:38 remaining in regulation. Playing a little keep away here, Botungi. Eagles defense has just been outstanding here today. As Franceschi catches and rolls it out to Driu. And now it is Beatrix. Feeding. LaRue crossing. Nassen headering. If the Eagles are able to hang on, stick around for the post-game interview. Felix Nassen will interview him. A graduate student defender, one of the 2 captains here for the Eagles. Get a chance to chop it up after the game and pick his brain a little bit. Under 18 minutes of play in regulation. Eagles turn it over. Reinhard tries to cut it to the middle. Excellent defense by Botungi. That's been the story here in this one. Just not a lot of room to operate for the Purple Knights. Eagles have been the superior team, especially on that side of the ball defensively. And pass will sail over Sosa. He wanted it here on the near side. Get a good amount of Purple Knights getting set to sub in here for Bridgeport as the clock is running down here on the Purple Knights. Not a great way to end the year here for Bridgeport, who went to the CACC Championship, lost the Post last fall. They got blown out by Wilmington last Saturday, 6-1 on their senior day. And getting blown out here by Post, 3-0 here with 17 minutes to play in regulation. Nice takeaway there from Spackman. Doesn't play a whole lot, but effective here on the pitch. Rigby needs some help. And Purple Knights, the takeaway. Get some Post seniors coming out here who see a lot of action. We get a whistle to Tolley and Hemler getting set to sub in. A plethora of substitutions coming on here for Bridgeport with 16:20 to play here in regulation. Looks like the Post football team, American football, getting set for their practice at the conclusion of this game. Clock to stop, 16:03. Miller Grace on the turf. Athletic training staff going to attend to him. So Miller Grace will come off. .58 remaining in regulation. Winding things down here at Lemoy Field. Final regular season match of the year here for Post. Resume play. Moreno kicks it downfield. Strong kick. Typical of him. Spackman header. Going out of play. Again, up next is the playoffs for both of these teams. We get 5 subs coming out onto the pitch here for Bridgeport. Looks like they're waving the white flag. Good amount of starters subbing out here. And up next is the quarterfinals here in the playoffs. Eagles will host their quarterfinal matchup on Sunday. Bunch of starters coming out here for Bridgeport. Sean Ryan, the cross. Under 15 minutes to play here in regulation. Eagles likely going to get their 4th consecutive win, winning their 7th of their last 8. And if they can continue to keep Bridgeport from scoring, it would be their 8th shutout of the season in 16 games. Last touch by Beatrix, throwing Eagles. Righe will toss it here on the near side. And a tackle there. Lucas Ma takes down Tao. Foul on Bridgeport. Eagles moving around the backfield here with 13:40 remaining in the second half. Leading 3-0, 7-1 in shots on goal post. Dotoli. Ernst flashes to him. Foul on number 9 in white. Eagles throw it here near side. We're under 13 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles a dominating victory here. Last matchup they beat Chestnut Hill 3-0 and ahead against Bridgeport here 3-0. Similar story here against Chestnut Hill here to this one. They got 3 quick goals. Here in this one, they got 2 quick goals in that first half against Chestnut Hill on Saturday. Getting out to a quick lead, not giving your opponent a whole lot of hope. Been the trend here for the Eagles the past few games. 12:15 remaining in regulation. The Eagles moving it around the backfield here. Nelson and Silva playing catch. Get a foul there on Ma. Nelson, long ball, line drive. Ernst has it deflected and taken away. Beatrix. Beatrix, met by multiple Eagles, and the stifling defense continues from post. It's just been remarkable here today, the defense. This is one of the best. Again, they've had 7 shutouts prior to this one. This has been one of the best defensive efforts the Eagles have put together this season. I mean, just so sharp. .45 remaining in regulation. Ma, cross. Hemler the check, goes out of play. Last touch, Purple Knights. Ricardo Sanguino, sophomore forward from East Hartford, Connecticut, getting set to sub in here for a post. Moreno line drive kick. Botungi settles it down, feeds Tao. Coming up on 10 minutes of play here in regulation. Masterclass performance put together here by the Eagles in their final matchup of the year. They have gone hot at the right time. This will be their 7th win in their last 8 meetings, their 4th consecutive, and they're going to lock up the #1 seed with a win here today. 5-time defending conference champions, eyeing their 6th consecutive title. And things are looking up here for post. Nelson taps it back. Moreno right back to one of the 2 captains. Post football getting set to take the field here in a practice as soon as this game concludes. Again, we're going to have Felix Nelson for the post game interview, bearing a miracle comeback here from Bridgeport in the next 9 minutes and change. Long ball sent downfield. Righi offsides. Sanguino subbing in with 8:32 to play here in regulation. Lake Kozik coming back in for Bridgeport. Righi will sub out for post. And Enzo Beatrix's day is done here for Bridgeport. Play resumes. 8.5 to play in regulation. Get a foul committed there against posts with 7:50 to play here in regulation. Ernst is the culprit. voicing his displeasure to the official, not happy with the call. Bridgeport looking for their second shot on goal here. They've only got one. 7-1 in shots on goal. Post. Hemmler clears. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in regulation. Beautiful Wednesday afternoon. What a day it was for some soccer. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Slight breeze. Sunny, partly cloudy. Hard to believe it is November as Eagles brought the energy here today. One of their best games that they have put together this season in a year that has been filled with a ton of success. Again, started the first 4 games not off on the right foot, 1-2-1, but they have figured things out since then. The turning point really had to be that game on September 17th in Hartford, Connecticut against UNH, where they won 1-0. Marcus Botungi with that lone goal. Again, said it in the earlier part of the broadcast. Things changed after that. A switch was flipped after that matchup. And the Eagles, they've hit their stride here in the second half of the season. Again, this will be their 7th win in their last 8 meetings. Gabriel Delgado getting set to sub in here, and this is going to be their 4th consecutive victory to close out the 2024 regular season. Closing out the year much better than they started it. Definitely a recipe for success, a recipe for a long postseason. And another championship run here under Ted Haley. Looking for their 6th consecutive title. Get a whistle. Clock stops, 5:39 to play here in regulation. Eagles 5 minutes, 39 seconds away from locking up the number 1 seed in the CACC. Would be their 8th win in conference, their 10th of the year. Gabriel Delgado subbing on. Looks like Reiki is also going to sub on for Post. Nelson walks off with a little bit of a ginger walk.
He's got, I think 6 shutouts now in 9 games.
Coming up on 5 minutes to play here in regulation. Eagles looking to close the door, so we're actually not going to have Felix Nelson for the post-game interview. It looks like we're going to have the keeper, Ricardo Moreno, graduate student from Madrid. Moreno picks it up. We're under 5 minutes to play in regulation. Moreno settling down. No need to rush here for the Eagles, looking for their 8th shutout of the season. Reiki in, Totoli out. Eagles throwing. Coming up on 4 minutes of play in regulation. That one's kicked out of play there by the Purple Knights. Purple Knights throwing. No, a foul. So a free kick. 3 minutes to play here in regulation, winding things down on the Eagles senior day. The Eagles looking for the 8th shutout. Purple Knights looking to get their 2nd shot on goal here. And sensational takeaway, Sanguino kicks it ahead. Ernst cuts it to the middle. Stopped in his tracks. Double here near side. Pollock. Under 2 minutes to play. Botangi back to Moreno. Botangi tackled, clean play, now fouled. Coming up on a minute to play here in regulation. Nice sportsmanship there from Tan and Botangi. And we get the clock stopped here with 71 seconds to play. So Botangi is up on his feet. Going to resume play here with 1:11 to play in regulation. Eagles going to get their 4th consecutive win. Their 7th in their last 8 meetings. 7-1 to end the regular season here in the second half of the year as we come up on a minute to play.
1 minute remaining in the match.
Next up, is the quarterfinals for both of these teams. We'll see where Bridgeport is seated at the conclusion of this one. We also definitely got some other games going on in the conference. Eagles going to get the number 1 seed in the CACC tournament, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title. Going to end the year 10-4-3 overall, 8-1-2 in conference. Bridgeport going to fall here to 7-7-3 overall, 6-4-1 in conference. Ten seconds coming up. The countdown right now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the final score of this one, your Post University Eagles 3, Bridgeport 0. Fans, with that win, your Post University Eagles have won their 4th consecutive CACC regular season title and will be the number 1 seed heading into the conference tournament, which starts this Sunday at Lemoyne Field at 1 o'clock p.m. against either Jefferson University or Holy Family University. Opponent will be determined after tomorrow's match between the two teams. Fans, we thank you for coming out to today's game. We'll see you out here tomorrow, if you can make it, for a 1:30 women's soccer game, their final game of the year, against the University of Bridgeport. Until next time, drive home safe, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, you heard it. Eagles, number 1 seed in the CACC tournament. Looking for their 6th consecutive title. They defeat Bridgeport here today 3-0 to get their 10th victory overall on the year and their 8th in conference. 4 consecutive wins to close the year for Post. And that'll do it for our entire fantastic athletic communication staff here at Post. Griffin Cass saying so long. Stick around for the post-game interview. We got the keeper, Ricardo Moreno, coming up here in the broadcast booth to chop it up. All right, Griffin Cass joined alongside Felix Nassin, one of the 2 captains here for the Postmen soccer team. They defeat Bridgeport Purple Knights in their final match of the regular season here, 3-0. So, Felix, it's your 3rd season at Post. You guys eyeing your 6th consecutive title. Just what makes this team special?
I think it's mostly the culture and the culture that the coaches and all the players before have built, and all the new guys comes in to a system and a culture, and I think that's why the coaches and the players and then the culture.
So you guys win your 4th consecutive victory here today. Just how have you guys been able to get on this winning streak here to end the season? What's been the key?
I mean, we had a lot of new guys and of course the chemistry is not always there from the start, and we had a bit of a rocky start, but now I think the chemistry is better than ever, and I think the result shows that as well. So just took a little bit of time, but now we're finally here, so it feels really good.
Yeah, like you guys just said, you guys are hitting your stride here at the right time in the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Won the CACC championship for the past 5 years. Again, like I said, eyeing your 6th consecutive title. What's the confidence level heading into the tournament beginning this weekend?
I mean, we just got to do the job like all the other years and go in with a good mindset and just work on all the things we do in practice and that we talk about, and then we just have to execute that, I think, and we should be good.
Felix, thanks so much
Thank
for
you very
taking some
much.
time after the
Appreciate
game.
it.
We'll bring in
Thank
the
you.
keeper here, Ricardo Moreno. All right, here, Griffin Cass alongside graduate student keeper here, Ricardo Moreno. 8th shutout of the season here for you guys. What has been the key to all these shutouts? You're the keeper. What are you seeing out on the field?
Well, honestly, I have a great team behind me. They make my job easy. But yeah, we're very responsible defensively. We've built up that confidence, even though we've missed players in all areas of the field. And honestly, I'm just thankful to be working with such a good team.
I want to ask the same question that I asked Felix to you. What's your confidence level heading into the CACC tournament with winning the last 4 games of the regular season?
I think we're in a good spot right now. It was very important to win this game like we did. I think it's one of our best games so far. We've learned when to attack. We've also been able to suffer and keep the clean sheet. So I'm feeling confident into the season, into the postseason. Of course, you never know when you play one match, anything can happen. But we're in a good spot, and our goal is to get it.
So it's your first year with the program. Just what's been your impression of the culture here, like Felix was alluding to in the interview?
Honestly, it's just amazing. Just since the first day, a lot of new guys came, not only me, and we just felt so welcome and introduced us to the culture. And it's just such a good atmosphere in the locker room and with our coaches that it just makes it easy for us.
Ricardo, thank you so much for taking some time after the game. Good luck in the CACC tournament starting here on Sunday.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
You as well.
Thank you.
Good game.